is a video about my friend Carl Roberts. We've known each other for about 30 years. He's had books written about him. He's got works in 18 different countries, and he's my friend. Anyway, this is a story of his life, his childhood, which was quite turbulent, and how he became the person that he is today. I hope you enjoy it. You went through as a youngster.
No. And, well, you know what the interesting thing about that is? Whatever a kid goes through is absolutely normal.
Yeah.
Because they don't know anything different. So they get beaten every day, or if the, in my fathers, they just died, and okay, there's another one gone.
You had 3 fathers.
I had 4 fathers. My forefathers. Well, the last one is a technicality. And married my mother. I was pretty grown up by then, so and I didn't take his name or anything like that. But
I mean, your father died.
Yeah.
He was a pilot.
RAF pilot. Yeah.
RAF pilot.
Yeah.
So he died, and then he was replaced by his brother.
Yeah.
So
that's interesting because it makes my younger sister and younger brother, my cousins, my stepbrother and sisters, and my half brother and sisters.
Oh, goodness gracious!
Yeah. Because the second father we went to Zambia. So the first father was RAF pilot.
Yeah.
He was actually killed in Wurmsdorf, which was in Germany.
Yes.
I think it was NATO exercises. Those early jets with the twin things, vampires and venoms.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one, but one of those, the twin-tailed things. He stalled his plane and crashed. And then my mother actually came out to South Africa to stay with his mother, my grandmother. We actually bought a house in Pietersburg. Brother came in contact, and I think he probably felt a little bit duty bound. This is what my mother says, And anyway, they ended up getting married. Then we went to Zambia. That's when we went.
3 months.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I was very young. And then when he died, I'm hazarding a guess, but I would say 5.
About
5, maybe 6 or something like that. I don't actually know. There's quite an interesting thing about this. I suppose because my mother had all these disasters, as I got older, she didn't really refer to them because she had a new husband, a new life, and so on. So for a long time, I was a chap without a history.
Yes.
And I went to Rhodes without knowing that my father went to Rhodes.
Huh?
I was a messed up kid.
You were a bit of a brick.
I was a bit of a messed up kid. Anyway, so I worked on the railways, and then eventually decided, I can't do this forever, So what happens with trucks is you start off driving slow, and it gets faster and faster. The more bored you get, the faster you go. And the last kind of trip I did down to East London, the brakes were smoking, nah, there's time to bail, yes. Time to go,
Yes.
So I thought, okay, I'm going to do something this year. So I went down to UNISA, and I said to him, and I took whatever credits I had, because down to UNISA, and I said, well, can I do a degree, or can I, I wasn't sure what the hell to do. They said, no, you can register for a degree. I said to them, can I register any university? Yeah, sure, okay. So I'm going to Rhodes. The day before I leave Durban, because that was the first stint in Durban, I get a rejection note. Oops.
Well,
so now what do I do? So all my mates are coming down from Joburg. They're already packed and on their way, kind of thing. The next day, they arrive. Okay, well, a bit of a problem with a rejection note. Okay, no problem. Well, we go down the Transkei because we're going to have a lekker time. So go down the Transkei, we had a lekker time. There was a whole bunch of us, including the East London. We got to Port Alfred. I took a right turn up to Rhodes, and they carried on to Cape Town. I got there, and the admission officer was Mrs. Hilton Green. Or was it Miss Hilton Green? But whatever. And I was sitting there thinking, well, why am I here? Because I've been rejected. That's it. What gone? So, okay, anyway. Get ushered into the office, and I just started chirping. What? UNISA said this, and blah, blah, blah. I got that, blah, 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 blah. It was just chirp. And I somehow got her into a fluster and things. She got out my file. She said, wait, let me get the file. She was turning the pages of the file, but now you can see she's not looking at the thing. And then she turns them back again, And then she and then she said to me, I tell you what, register, we'll sort this out later.
Hey!
So to this day, I do not know if I bullied my way into university or whether they actually made a mistake. But there you go, you know.
There you got in. Because that was really a major turning point in your life, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't tell you what a big difference that made.
Because you didn't register for art.
No, I registered for journalism. I had to get special permission to do 5 credits. So I did art history, philosophy, journ, and English. Within 3 months, I changed my degree. So, you know, if you go back, all my life I've made things. As far as I can remember, when I was in East Africa, I used to make, you know, pots and things out of clay that were dug out the garden, and, you know, cardboard things I used to make, little cars and shit like that, you know. When I was in the fire department, I used to make leather belts, all carved leather belts and purses and handbags, and a leather jacket I made. So I've always done things like that and always been interested, but I didn't do art at school. So it was not like it was not a possibility. It was just something I was interested in, you know.
Yeah.
So I did paint in first year. In first year, you've got to do a little bit of everything. So you do some printmaking, some painting, some sculpture, and I don't know what, you know. And actually, I couldn't decide which to do. So I went to see the professor and I said, you know, I can't actually decide. I like painting. I'd like to do sculpture. And Prof. Neil's keen for me to go down there, but, you know, I'd also like to do some painting. And the prof said to me, no, don't decide. Just go down to the sculpture room and spend a couple of weeks down there. And when you finish there, go up to the painting room and go and spend a couple of weeks, and then you can decide. Well, I never got out the sculpture room.
Yeah.
So, you know, there was just so much to do, and it was so exciting, and so,
Yeah.
and you know, there's just sometimes fortuitous things. I really got on with that Professor Nell. We just somehow had symbiotic things. We did all sorts of exciting things. You know, apart from, you know, we built a raku kiln, we set up a bronze foundry, we did a whole lot of pottery, we did wood carving, we started the bone thing there, we did all sorts of things. And yet...
See the one that committed suicide?
No, that was Tom Matthews, here at Beauty Day. Yeah. So that was Professor Nell. He was just, he was like a father to me. He was just fantastic, you know. He just, and if somebody didn't work in that department, he would talk to them about other things. He's not bothered to talk. You know, if they didn't work, they didn't work. That's their problem. But when you're doing something exciting, he could barely keep his hands off it. You know, so it was just fantastic. And I have a sort of technical ability. So like, I built that raku kiln. I rebuilt one of the kilns. I helped with the foundry. We did all sorts of things. You know, so I had some of that technical ability, and he kind of had that very good aesthetic eye. You know, so it was a very nice combination. You know, so. Yeah, we made a good team, and we did, like I said, it was exciting to be in that department. It was exciting, it was really wonderful, and you know, for years I missed it. You know, it's like, I suppose everybody needs a guru kind of thing, you know. I've got some news to tell you.
Oh yeah. Tell me.
I'm going to Japan.
Oh yeah, you told me. I saw
Oh,
that.
you saw it?
I
Yeah.
saw it on Facebook.
Yeah, so that's part of the reason why I'm at Home Affairs. I'm getting my passport, you know. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's the year of wood or something.
Yeah, it's an organisation called World Wood Day. I did some work for them, it must be about 4 years ago. I'm not quite sure how long ago, about 4 years ago. They came and filmed my place. It was astonishing to see what my own place looked like. I mean, well, you know what? They took a drone, and I think it probably was the first time I'd seen a drone. They took a drone and they filmed it. And it was the greenest, most lush place you've ever seen in the world. And of course, Durban has won the greenest city of the world this year. Did you know? You know, people say to me, "Are you famous?" What's famous? It's a 5-second thing you get on TV.
Yes, absolutely.
Then it's gone.
It's
then
fleeting.
it's gone, and nobody ever remembers it again. Yeah,
It's fleeting.
So fleeting.
Yeah.
And I'm on a couple of magazines and covers and things like that. But you know, it's for a few days when Oak still got it and haven't used it for toilet paper.
Yeah, you've got to work on it.
It's actually, I think fame is it's not one thing. So if you want CNN, you've got to be on CNN, you've got to be on CNN, and then you've got to be on another TV. So you've got to actually be, and it's got to be consistently kind of keep that sort of thing has got to keep coming, you know.
Yeah.
So you know, I still do lots of different mediums, and I'm still excited by my mediums.
It's great, isn't it?
And what a life! What a privilege!
It is a privilege.
Yeah.
It is a privilege.
I know that I have works in 18 different countries.
18 different countries.
I mean, isn't that amazing?
Yes.
Isn't that amazing? But you know what's even more amazing? Like you expect, you know, Germany, France,
Yeah.
USA, you expect it. But you don't expect Colombia,
Yeah.
China,
Really?
or Angola.
Oh, wow.
And it's an interesting thing. In 2008, we sold every single thing I made. It's hard to believe it because, I mean, artists do make crap sometimes. Yes, they do. But I sold everything I made, even the worst pieces seemed to be sold. I said, no, I must have an exhibition up there. And I remember that because I was selling here at Grassroots Gallery my little bone pieces for 750 rand.
Yes.
And, you know, they'd still stick around the galleries for a while. So I agreed to this exhibition. I went up there and I'd made a whole batch of them and, you know, unwrapped them and put them next to the wall. And she said, I thought before going there, there's money there, gotta put it up. So I put it up quite steeply, so probably double those prices, 1,000 rand. So we would go down this list and I'd say 1,500. And she'd say, no, I think we must put another 1,000 rand on it. Oh, Josh, 2,000 rand. Nobody's going to buy that. We sold every single one.
Is to take with you, or are you going to make there, or how's that?
No. I've been asked to bring 3 pieces over, so I'm going to do that. But they've got to be small pieces. So I've actually recalled some pieces from galleries. Okay. So you know, I'll make a selection. I don't think I'll get anything done before then. You know. So,
when are you going?
It's.
So how's it going to work? Are you going to do like some pieces there? Or?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure, but I don't think so. They haven't said to me that I have to do that.
They want you to be there.
They just want me to be there.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know whether, you know, it's famous
newsworthy
in Japan.
No, well, this is it. But it's newsworthy. And that's the thing about fame, is you have to work at it all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, you do. You need to get that regular kind of thing, you know, and then it kind of, it's like...
You can't rest on your laurels.
It's like a dripping tap. You actually need to have a little bit of something all the time, you know. And, you know, I remember first time I ever got my name in the newspaper, whatever it is. You think there's going to be a flood of orders or something?
Yeah, I remember.
You hear absolutely bugger all.
When
That's exactly it. But I think it does work in a kind of long-term thing. So
yes, it does.
You get a kind of reputation over a period of time if you can sort of. But you need repeat successes.
Yeah,
so, which said, as an artist, you need to be prolific. So that's the one cue. So you need to be producing on a regular basis. You know, these actually sort of need to have inspiration and make one work a month or something like that. That doesn't work, you know. But I thought, I want to be the guy whose work he buys.
Yes.
Because, so I need to be, first of all, you need to be in that gallery.
Yeah.
And I don't think you should have too many in one gallery, because the general thing is, to me, or it seems to me, you've got too many, they put them in the storeroom.
Yes.
So, you know, and yet every gallery has a different set of clientele. So really, you want to be in every single possible gallery, but you want to have, I don't know what the optimum number is, let's say 6 or something, 6 works in each gallery.
So I look like a business.
It is a business, you know, whether you like it or not, it's a business. Unless you've got a husband or wife who can pay the bills, you need to think about it as a business, you know. I mean, and thinking about a business doesn't mean to say, oh, people like my flower paintings, therefore I've got to make 100,000 flower paintings, and that's so boring that I'm going out of my mind. It doesn't have to be like that. I think you can still be true to yourself, but you just need to work the market. You do the good things. You need to, I mean, you need to have marketing. You need to have advertising. You need outlets. You need price points. You need, you know, all the stuff that businesses have.
Businesses
have.
are,
But it's, you know, and it's, if funny. It's one of the things I read. I read business books.
It's typical, isn't it?
Yeah, no problem.
Let's go inside. I want to show you some stuff.